Changing from active voice to passive voice in the simple past tense is a fascinating process that can enhance your understanding of sentence structure. Let's dive right in. First, let's clarify what we mean by active and passive voice. In the active voice, the subject performs the action. For example, the chef cooked the meal. Here, the chef is the doer. In contrast, the passive voice shifts the focus to the action itself or the recipient of the action. So, in passive voice, that sentence becomes, "The meal was cooked by the chef." Notice how the subject and the object have swapped places. Now, let's talk about the rules for converting active voice to passive voice in the simple past tense. The first step is identifying the subject, verb, and object in the active sentence. In our example, the chef is the subject, cooked is the verb, and the meal is the object. Next, we take the object of the active sentence and make it the subject of the passive sentence. So, the meal becomes the new subject. Then, we need to use the correct form of the verb, to be, along with the past participle of the main verb. In the simple past tense, the verb to be is was or were, depending on whether the new subject is singular or plural. Since the meal is singular, we use was. Now, we take the past participle of cook, which is cooked. So, we have the meal was cooked. If we want to include the original subject, we can add by the chef at the end, but it's not always necessary. Let's look at affirmative, negative, and interrogative structures in passive voice. For an affirmative sentence, we already have, "The meal was cooked by the chef." To form a negative sentence, we simply insert not after the helping verb. So it becomes, "The meal was not cooked by the chef." This structure is straightforward and maintains the same focus on the action. Now, for interrogative sentences, we need to change the order a bit. We start with the helping verb was. So, the question form would be, "Was the meal cooked by the chef?" This structure allows us to ask about the action while still keeping the focus on the meal. Remember, when converting from active to passive voice, the verb form and helping verb are crucial. In the simple past tense, we always use was or were plus the past participle. If the subject is singular, we use was, and if it's plural, we use were. Let's summarize. Active voice emphasizes the doer, while passive voice emphasizes the action or the recipient. The transformation involves changing the object to the subject, using the correct form of to be and the past participle of the main verb. Understanding these rules not only helps in mastering English grammar, but also enhances your writing and speaking skills. So, the next time you encounter a sentence in active voice, try flipping it to passive voice and see how it changes the focus of your message. It's a powerful tool in your language arsenal.